Thanks be to God for his indescribable gifts. 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verses 15. Hello beautiful family, a very warm welcome back to the Lovystouch food channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Happy Sunday and happy new month. This new month definitely deserves this mouth-watering okra stew. And this is just like this chop bar style, and you're going to make this right at the comfort of your home. So please stay tuned and let's get right into it. You're going to love it. So these are the list of ingredients. I always go ahead and list it below in the description box, so kindly check it out. To begin with, I am going to go ahead and steam my proteins. I'm going to be using some cow skin and cow stomach for this. You cannot have chop bar style okra stew without willy and towel. Like, what's that? So I went ahead to season this with all-purpose seasoning, a bit of salt, chopped onions, and my homemade bouillon. And yes, go ahead and season with your favorite seasoning of choice. Allow this to cook for the next 25 minutes. So now you want to go ahead and prep for all your blender bowls. That is going to be the base of your stew. So here I have one large red onion, little size of yellow onion, and yes, I'm going to cut it into these sizes for easy blending. And I'm going to also go ahead and chop some fresh tomatoes. It is important not to use too much tomatoes in your okra stew, especially if you want it to be nice and slimy. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the seeds. It's going to help me blend everything, and I'll just cut the fresh skin on its own for the stew later on. So here I have my seed of the tomatoes, the onions, one big habanero pepper. I have some rosemary, garlic, and ginger. That is going to be my blender bowls, and I'm going to go ahead and chop my tomatoes like so and set it aside. Once I'm done, I'll then go ahead and cut all the things that I need to cut, including my fresh okras. So I intend to not cut it into very tiny pieces. I want this okra to be seen in my okra stew. So this is the size that I'm going for. You go ahead and decide it for yourself. I'm making the chop bar style, and most of the time when you go to the chop bar, you really enjoy the okra stew, and you see like, yeah, this is okra, you know what I mean? I've shared lots of okra stew recipes on this channel, both the soup and the stew, and there are different ways that I intend to always chop mine. So please go ahead and watch all of it so that you decide for yourself. But this particular okra stew, this is how we're going for. So after getting the sizes that I prefer, I'm transferring everything in my bowl, and it's about time we cook this okra right now. So to make this nice and slimy, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of bicarbonate soda or a cow, and to add more umami flavor to it, I'll add just a teaspoon of dawa dawa as well, one hot habanero pepper, and some chopped onions. This is going to help maintain all the sliminess. And to add water, I prefer to add hot water. Very important too. So I'm going to put it on fire, allow this to cook for just 5 minutes on a low to medium heat. All right, not too much. And now I'm going to check on my meat. It's doing amazingly well. I just went ahead to stir it a little bit and just allow it to cook a bit further. So on the other hand, I'm going to blend all my blender bowls, which is the onions, the tomato seed, the ginger, the garlic, and the rosemary, not forgetting the pepper, of course. And that is of the way the meat is nicely cooking, and you can see, oh, it's beginning to just bring that fragrance, you know, that beautiful aroma from the stomach. Oh my goodness, it's so good. And it's now cooking. I'm just going to give it just about more 5 minutes. I want it to be nice and soft. I'm particularly interested in the stock that is going to bring. So once it's nice and cooked, I'm going to set it aside, and I can see here that my okra is slowly cooking too. I'm just going to give this extra 2 minutes more, and we will be done with our okra. You do not want it to be overly cooked. That is where you lose the sliminess. Okay, so just 5 minutes on a low medium heat. that will be it. All right, so once it's nice and done, I'm just going to set it aside and start with my stew base. The stew base right here is going to go very, very fast. It shouldn't take you more than 15 minutes to get that done. So in my pots, I am going to add palm oil and add in some chopped onions. Make sure the palm oil is nice and hot and add in your chopped onions. Allow this to fry and caramelize for about 2 minutes or so, and then go in with your dawa dawa. If you have money, that would be perfect too. Just go in with that and allow this to fry again for a minute, and then introduce all your blended ingredients. Just add everything here and just allow this to cook for just about 5 minutes. It can be a little bit, everywhere it can splatter a little bit because of the quantity of water in here. So just go ahead and cover it. Just allow it to cook for the next 5 minutes and add in your diced tomatoes at this point. Allow that to cook for 5 minutes too and cover it again. After about 3 to 5 minutes, it should be ready. The tomatoes will be very nice and soft in there. It's a sign for you to now go ahead and add your meat or protein of choice, including the stock. And just allow this to simmer for just about 3 minutes. And the stock and the meat, everything in here is just going to be friendly with each other. The aroma and everything is going to be very well harmonized, and that's what you want your okra stew base to be. Okay, it shouldn't be too thick. Remember, we do not use too much water in cooking our okra stew. Okay, so I'm going to season it a little bit with my all-purpose seasoning and then allow it just to cook for the next 3 to 5 minutes, and voila, the aroma will really tell that it's doing so amazing. So here I'm going to add my mackerel, fish and crab. These two are my favorite seafood to have in my okra stew, and yes, Ghanaians do like to mix fish and meat sometimes when they're cooking, and okra stew is one of the meals that you see this in very often. If that bothers you, do not worry. You can cook them separately or decide to just cook this with only meat it's allowed or only seafood. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to allow this to cook on its own for the next 20 minutes while adding my cooked okra. I'll gently stir everything together. Look, right now everything is very well done and everything in here is very well cooked. So just allow these things to simmer down for just about 10 minutes on a low to medium heat. That's all you have to do. And do not also cover this fully after you added your okra. All right, so good. So just like that, our okra stew is coming very well together. I like to also add some fresh peppers to it for anyone who want extra heat in their mouth. And just imagine the aroma in this house. It is amazing. I'm going to set it aside, allow it to simmer for the next 5 minutes while I'll go ahead and cook my bangkong. Bangkong has already been shared. The recipe has already been shared on this channel. I'm going to link it here. I like it very nice, very light, not too thick, and very fluffy. Lamb free, of course, and this pairs so well with this kind of okra stew. So good. Just look at that. Just have a look at that. Everything is looking so yummy already, and the aroma is so great. So all that I have to do now that my bangkong is ready is to go ahead and serve myself. So good. I absolutely love my crabs. I also want a bit of willy, one fish, and there you go. You can also decide to pair this with kenke if that's what you have, or eba. Goes so well. That combo is so good. So there you have it, family. Go ahead and enjoy. I hope that you save this and make your next okra soup exactly the same. I'm very confident if you follow this recipe, you're going to just nail it right on the head. There is not going to be no fail at all, and you're going to really enjoy. You and your household, everyone will love this recipe so much. So there you have it, family. Thank you so much for watching right to the end. Please do not forget to give me a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and if this is your first time here, hello, my name is Lovia from Lovystouch. My main goal here is to cheer you up into making your own delicious meal right at the comfort of your home. I also love to share kitchen related motivational videos, so please come on board and subscribe to join the family for amazing new recipes every week. Thank you so much for watching once again, and always do not forget that you are so beautiful just the way you are. I will see you in my next one. Have a blessed day. Bye.